great night. We need that from him every night. So I'm really proud of him. Killed it out there. So obviously a huge part in our win.
The defensive end, that's really what it was. Defense, is a big part of how we play. So I feel like, when we turn them over, we're elite in transition. So I feel like we were able to get in transition a lot and just, play from there.
Mm-hmm.
What was the difference in the half-court offensive execution in the second half compared to the first?
I just think we found stuff that they couldn't contain, and we just kept being aggressive and attacking them, and it kind of wore on them a little bit. So I think that's kind of what the biggest difference was.
How much was the home crowd behind you guys and a big factor in this victory?
No, it was great. They fuel us. When we play big games like this, they're like another teammate out there. Just helping us out and giving us the energy we need. So.
Nate, talk about how your centers helped you tonight. They came up huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think kind of once we started switching in the second half, what we figured out defensively, their defense was huge. Obviously Zed and Frenchie just being disruptive with their length. It was huge.
How fun was that celebrating it in the stands with the students?
Oh no, it felt great. Especially just all that emotion. Just to celebrate with them, it was great.
On your mindset in the first half, while the rest of the team was trying to get on track, you were hitting and you just kept going.
No, yeah, my teammates got the ultimate confidence in me. So I just, I took the shots that were there, and they happened to fall today. So, yeah.
Nate, your shots weren't falling in the first half, but late in the game, you did different things.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Intentional.
Yeah, just switching up, trying to, when stuff isn't working, just trying to do other stuff to affect the game. So,
Siobhan, how special is this group? I mean, you've seen it. You guys come back and these games take down these top teams.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just how good and lethal this team can be?
No, yeah, I feel like we're a very versatile team. We got guys that enjoy playing with each other and have fun with each other, and we always go hard in practice. So I feel like it just shows you, like I said before, what kind of team we have and what kind of team we're going to keep going with.
Feels like that, like you got a couple of them, one first or second.
Yeah.
We still put it right. That kind of takes the heart out of it a little bit, right?
No, yeah.
What does that do?
For sure. I've been doing that, for a long time. With my size, I just use my size to my advantage, guys just being loose with the ball. So, I saw an opportunity and I took it. So.
Change their mind.
No, yeah, it's a big momentum changer for sure. So, yeah.
Second win against the top 16 in the country, guys. Like, kind of put you on the top 25 or what?
Yes.
Yeah, we would say so. But, obviously rankings are cool and stuff, but just got to keep focusing on the next game. But, yeah, we definitely think, we're a top team.
Like you needed this one. I mean, Mallory now, it wasn't a fluke. I mean, you guys were really good there, but you feel like you needed to play well in a game like this here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, especially at home court. We want to defend the home court, especially having a really good team come in. So it was huge for us.
What was the message at halftime in the locker room after the slow start? How you guys were just come back with so much fire? It seemed like it was just kind of a flip that switch for you guys.
Like I said before, it was like the defensive end, coach, kind of challenged us, to kind of limit, their transition and, their easy baskets that they were getting in the first half and, ended up working in our favor. So.
How do you guys think you did against Cam Jones, one of the top players in the country? How did you plan to defend him and how did it go?
Yeah, I think just playing to our identity, I don't think, playing against good teams, nothing changes, so I think just sticking to what we've worked for in practice since the summer to preseason to practice, I think that kind of just helped us out, just sticking to what we know.
You've got a third-year season done now. What is your identity?
Yeah, I think, what we found now is just getting stops and getting out in transition because we're so good in transition. It starts by getting stops and then just going out to the other end and running. So I think kind of that's what we're finding, putting pressure on other teams. And I think it's really working out for us.
For either you guys, a couple years both of this program, would you say this was one of the most exciting, electric wins of your career here in Dayton? For sure.
Yeah.
Especially how high they're ranked. That just shows, what we're capable of. It wasn't like, it wasn't a fluke in Maui. And, we just want to keep riding to the end.
You guys have to encourage Mallory at all in that halftime after that first half?
I mean, yeah, we just kind of, Melly knows just, how good of a player he is. He knows how much we believe in him. So obviously, we just tell him to keep going and, we couldn't support him. So it just keeps playing. And, obviously he changed the game.
Did it feel like Maui out there again? I mean, another top 10 team, intense, and you guys were still clicking as good as you would against a low ranked team.
No, yeah, we just approach each game the same way. Like I said before, it doesn't matter who we play. It's just if there's a number, there's no number. We just play to our identity and play with each other and try to have fun. So
you're down double digits and your shots aren't falling, especially your three. What's your mindset that you're not panicked at all, or you are?
No, we don't panic. It's a game of runs. Their teams are going to make runs, and we're going to make runs. So we just got to be able to withstand their runs, and I feel like we were able to do that today.
Nate, how does this team continue to build off another big win and just keep this momentum going off of this one for the next couple games?
Yeah, I just think focusing on the next game, not getting too high on. Obviously, it's a big win, but we got a quick turnaround. We play on Tuesday, so just got to focus on what Tuesday brings. Obviously, we can celebrate it for now, enjoy it, but we got a quick turnaround. We got to refocus.
How did you celebrate in the locker room? Anthony get another bath?
Yeah,
It was coming. It was coming.
Obviously, these opportunities are limited for a school like Dayton. You guys go into these games thinking this is a bullet point chance for your March resumes?
Yeah, these type of wins, help us, for March Madness. We kind of set a goal to be one of those bid teams in March Madness. So, when we have a team come in, to our building, that highly ranked, we want to take advantage of those opportunities, and we did today.
The number that jumps out, they went into the game averaging making their opponent do 17 turnovers. We had 7. What's that say to you about how the team plays?
Yeah, I think what do we have, 7 turnovers at half? Yeah, I think just kind of digging down and just not playing together. I think just keep continue to be aggressive, take care of the ball. I think that's kind of what we talked about at halftime, and I think we just went out there and executed that. So
yeah.
Ron, how about you with all the guards?
Yeah, no, it just shows how good our guard play is. Especially with that type of pressure. Just being able to handle it. Run the team and get guys shots. It's a big part of our offense, and we really exploited that today.
So size doesn't matter. Good, small down.
Never matters. It's what I grew up on. I'm always probably gonna be one of the smallest guys in the court, so I just try to use that to my advantage, be quicker than guys, get under guys, and play to my advantage.
What did you guys think when AG lost his mind on that no call?
we know that he's passionate and he cares about us. So it's good to know that he has our back, and we got his. So
You got a real introduction for college basketball. Huh?
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
He'll be all right. He'll shake it off.
There's something special brewing here at the BYT, man. And we've seen this a few years ago, but we don't think, man, it feels like something is really happening with you guys, especially since you're out.
No, yeah, we play for each other, man. That's just what Coach harps on, and he gets guys that enjoy playing with each other and have each other's back on and off the court, and it just shows how much we trust each other. So it's a big part.
Anything else? Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I'm not the guy.
Ready? Yeah, well, I'd start off by saying I'm just really proud of the effort from our guys today. Obviously, much respect for Marquette. Shaka's done an unbelievable job of building one of the best teams in the country. We knew, we'd have to do a great job, number one, taking care of the ball, being able to have some continuity and some success offensively to keep them out of transition. They got a lot of weapons offensively, try to keep them in front of us. And then obviously on the defensive end, our coaching staff did a great job of having a game plan ready to try to limit some of the things that they've had success with. We had to make some adjustments. Credit to our staff, to the players for being able to make those adjustments from a defensive standpoint. And then offensively, we were able to figure some things out in the second half to get some success offensively, to be able to set our defense. And, obviously, a lot of credit goes to the players, just their heart, their resiliency, their willingness to stick together, through adversity. And believe in each other. And then I thought, I can't say enough about our crowd, man. This environment here tonight was as good as anywhere, man. This was big time, and so happy and grateful. We got the best fans in the country, and so I'm glad we were able to come through with the win tonight for them.
It's almost impossible to beat a team like that unless you have a couple of significant guys score double figures. You had 4 tonight that had 56 of the 71 points. Speak to that.
I mean, I think that's something we've been able to kind of rely on really all year, is that for us it's multiple guys and it's different guys on different nights, and so we have a team that is an unselfish high assist team, and that's kind of the identity we want to play to. And so tonight we were able to find ways to manipulate that. I looked at the stat sheet earlier and didn't, I couldn't tell you who scored, but Molly with 11 assists, we had 19 assists on 7 turnovers against a team that all year long has been 1 or 2 in the country in turning people over and creating steals that lead to opportunities for them to get out in transition. And so we were able to do a great job tonight of making sure we took care of the ball. That was a huge key, and that was a part of, there was a lot of elements that you got to say, the game within the game, you got to be really good at this tonight. And taking care of the ball was one of them. Rebounding was one of them. Keeping them out of the paint. There was a lot of different things that we had to be good at tonight. And I'm proud of our guys, our staff, for figuring it out and putting us in a position where we had a chance to win tonight.
What was the difference between first half Mally and second half Mally?
Man, basketball is always going to be a team game. It's always going to be a team game. So I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. But Molly, I thought he played really well. Like I said, in the first half, we had to figure some things out offensively, in terms of being able to have some continuity. We got into a lot of late clocks in the first half. They were able to kind of keep us in front of them. And so we did some different things in the second half to try to create those opportunities. And thankfully for us, he, along with his teammates, were able to do that.
Anthony, how about Vaughn's effort tonight? He kept you in striking distance in the first half and the second half. He did a lot of, targets and steals and just good play.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great team effort tonight. I thought Vaughn, a couple plays that stood out were, plays he made out of the press, being able to get steals that he converted real fast, and obviously the energy that brought to our team, the energy that brought to the crowd, those momentum type plays. We talked before the game about the need to be able to make hustle plays tonight, and those were two huge ones. I thought we had them all over the place really tonight, from Vaughn's plays to some of Nate's rebounds, deflections, some of the back tips, just getting our hands on balls. I thought the guys did a great job as a team tonight of making it hard for them to have success with what they had success with all year.
Anthony, it seemed like they had problems with your bigs. I mean, they seemed like they couldn't
Man, you guys see the game maybe differently than I do. Again, I'm always going back.
We're over here.
Yeah, I'm always going to go back to say, we were able to do some things that created opportunities for guys to make plays. I think if I'm being honest, I feel like that's a strength of our team, is that we have multiple playmakers, right? And then on a given night, the beneficiary of the playmaking could be a variety of different guys, right? And so, when you look at a stat sheet and you say, wow, this guy scored the most points, he must have it's team. It's the team figuring out how to take advantage of what the defense is giving them, and then being able to go finish those plays. We had some of those opportunities in the first half. We didn't finish them. In the second half, we finished them.
Well, Jay and Simon, I think you came in for one play, but you got a rebound. Is that the kind of thing you know as a coach?
Yeah, proud of Jayon, the limited amount of time that he was out there, he impacted the game, and so he was a big part of what we did, a big part all week, and those for young guys, they just got to understand, that this is really hard. Marquette is a team that has a lot of really good players, a lot of veteran players, a lot of experience out there, right? And so in order to be able to match that for 40 minutes, right, you need everybody. So whether it's for 30 seconds or 30 minutes, it's really valuable when guys can come in and understand what the assignment is.
You guys have to make another adjustment. We talked about it a week ago. We feel like you guys have really been in tune with what's going on early in the game and then making the adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our staff did a great job at the half from a defensive standpoint, making some adjustments to limit their ability to have success, getting in the lane, creating opportunities. I mean, they're really good. They made 9 threes tonight. I mean, you look at their numbers were good overall. Again, I think, you look at our numbers, we were able to get 10 steals and limit our turnovers. And, when you can do that against a team like them, just proud of the effort.
Coach, was that probably one of your best halftime speeches in the history of Coach Grant?
I don't know that I really gave a halftime. The guy said I gave a halftime speech.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't. No, I mean, to me, it's we have things that we believe in, right? And I'm just proud of the guys for sticking to that and staying true to understanding it's going to be a 40-minute game. You don't decide who wins the game in 20 minutes. I think this season has taught us that we've had leads that we haven't been able to hold on to in the first half. So it's a 40-minute game, and so you got to play for 40 minutes, and our guys were able to do that tonight.
So you got a 30-year schedule, your season done. What would you say your identity is?
Well, I mean, I think hopefully offensively, we're a team that can play an attacking style. I think obviously being able to take care of the ball, be efficient is important. Making sure we're getting our shots, making sure we're taking care of the ball. I think we have a lot of weapons from an offensive standpoint. Like I said, on a different night, it could be different guys. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I think it has to come down to, I guess I have to put a word to it, it'd be a level of grit that you got to have. You got to do hard stuff, and you got to do it consistently. You got to do it over and over again, and you got to be locked in. And that's the identity we're trying to create. We're not there. We're not a finished product, we won the game tonight. 3 days from now, it's going to be a different challenge. Most important game is the one we got next. And so let's not, I hope you guys understand that. I hope that you guys would help our guys understand that to keep the main thing and not make too much out of one game, right? whether you win or you lose. It's one game, and it's a great opportunity. So we have to keep all the goals that we set in front of us. We haven't arrived yet, right? And so I'm asking you guys to help me make sure our guys understand that, right? Because Tuesday's a different challenge. We got to be ready for that challenge.
Anthony, talk about Zed Key, having a guy with his experience on this team and got his 1,000 points.
Yeah, I mean, experience is no substitute for it. It's really important in college basketball. So Zed's a guy that's played a lot of basketball. He's been in a lot of really tough competitive battles, and I think it's great that we were able to take advantage of that experience. And it's funny after the game, he looked around and he just made a comment that, man, this environment is crazy. And so that's impressive because he's been in a lot of really, really high level environments. So just kudos to our fans. But certainly proud of Zed.
When you saw he was available, did you take no time to go get him?
I mean, Zed had a process. If you talk to Zed, he had a process that he went through, and I think he was familiar with us from, us recruiting him in high school, and just his people, were familiar with who we were, and I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad that he felt like this was the best fit, and I think it's a great fit for both sides.
Brian Roberts was here tonight. He was
Yeah.
the star of the last game against number 16 Pittsburgh. I don't know if you're familiar with that game at all.
Well, Brian came in the locker room after, and he let our guys know, and I'm just so grateful that he made the trip to come in to be here, because guys like him all our guys are standing on their shoulders, for what they meant to this university, what they were able to do for the legacy they left. Is probably why some of these guys, without even realizing it, chose Dayton, right? Because they see the history, they see the success, they see the atmosphere, they see the fan support, right? And they know, right? Even though they may not know who he is, they know what he did, right? And they know what he was a part of, and that's beautiful to see when guys want to come back and be a part of it.
What have you seen about Male's ability to really come into his own in this team and he was able to have a significant contribution tonight?
Yeah, I think for a freshman, he's got a high IQ. He picks things up. He works really hard. He got some battle scars tonight. And I think overall, just proud of the growth that he's shown.
How did this home and home come about? And we always hear about how difficult it is.
Yeah.
You get teams that come here. How tough was that?
I mean, I'm grateful for Shaka for willing to start the series here and to really just actually start a series. But like I told the guys, to me, it's a credit to the guys that came before them, right? Where you can look at Dayton and say, in terms of it being a quad 1, quad 2 type game for a team like Marquette that's had a lot of success under Shaka, to be willing to come here and feel like, okay, this is a game that could help us, right? Or a game that's worth us coming to play. And we need to be able to get games like that, on our schedule, and it's really important for us to be able to accomplish the things that we're trying to accomplish. So I'm grateful to Shaka for being willing to start a series, and then obviously to start the series here. I think it's really important for us to be able to do that moving forward with as many teams as we can.
You mentioned the fans, but the students especially were really into the game. There were other students who were tailgating at sunrise.
Is that right? I know graduation, Brady Ewell was able to graduate. He walked today, so very proud of him and what that means for his family. I mean, our student section was awesome today, and I'm grateful that they stayed in town, to be a part of this. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, man, I'm so proud of. I had a chance to watch some of the volleyball match last night. Even though our women didn't pull out the victory, man, they gave a heck of a battle in a hostile environment, and I enjoyed watching it. Really, really proud of them, and I think Flyer Nation would join me in saluting, what a great season they had, and I know we're all proud of what they were able to do.
Second win against the top 6 opponent. The time to put the Dayton Flyers in the top 25.
That has no bearing on anything that we're doing moving forward. So it really doesn't matter. Yep.
Good job, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, sir.